Hi guys, welcome to my Hystria guide specifically targeted for ninjas and the side rotation. I've decided to focus this Hystria guide specifically on the side rotation, as this is the best rotation for us ninjas for a long period of time. By the time that you can go to main rotation and actually make more trash than on side rotation, you'll most likely have enough knowledge to go there without assistance. I'll be covering various subjects to help you make your entry into Hystria easier, and I hope you guys will learn something and perhaps try out Hystria for yourself. Enjoy guys! These are my settings. I've chosen these settings as they suit me the best. I value FPS a lot, and I think that everybody should go for FPS over aesthetics, as you will be making more trash an hour. These settings do not have to be copied, but I figured I would include them as I get a lot of questions regarding my settings. This is my UI. You should not copy my UI, as this has been adjusted to my personal preference. You can copy my UI if that's what your heart desires, but you're best off making your own UI. These are my add-ons that I have adjusted to my personal playstyle. I do not claim these to be the best add-ons, these just work best for me. I would recommend taking attack speed on Shadow Stomp, attack speed on Malice, monster damage on Murderous Intent, and for Seamless I would take crit and attack speed. Monster damage on Murderous Intent is very important if you're serious about Hystria. This is my gear and what I wear to Hystria. I'm not using a Kudum as my Black Star is currently still at try. This means I won't be able to hit the 261 AP bracket on the Black Star. For the rest of my gear it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm running 2 crit crystals in my Nuva for the extra damage, and Hen-Hoom crystals for their great defensive stats. The DR bonus you get from Hen-Hooms is extremely noticeable compared to Mechaloids at my DP. I would recommend new players to run Uragons in Hystria, as Muskins make you very squishy, and if you're not entirely sure what you're doing you will have a big chance of dying. Let's get into Hystria, shall we? Let's begin with the requirements. I recommend you to be at least level 61 in order for you to get good hits on the mobs, as the names won't appear purple anymore when you're level 61. You need at least 265 AP Nuva to get started in Hystria, but ideally you would want 269 to make it a bit easier for yourself. A tent is really useful as you can replenish your villa buff, and instead of having to leave Hystria every few hours for villa buffs, repairs, etc. In order to get into Hystria, you need to find a portal. All possible portals are marked blue on this map. I always start at the red dot, which is Sandgrain Bazaar, and then follow the green dots. This is my rotation, and everybody does it their own way, so find whatever way you like. This is what the portal looks like. You enter it by standing in the middle and waiting a second or two. I'll see you guys when we're on site. We have made it inside the Hystria ruins, and have luckily gotten the best spawn possible as it's directly connected to the side rotation. I will show you guys how to go to the safe spot, follow me. Now that we have safely made it into Hystria ruins, we can go over some of the in-depth stuff, like what they actually drop, the skill rotation, pooling, etc. Here's a little overview I made to show you what every Hystria ruin mob drops. The mob drops worth mentioning are highlighted in green, as they drop the rare items. In my opinion, red shards aren't considered as rare items, but more so as memes, as they are widely available on the marketplace. The shards you would want to drop are black shards. Vodgun drops Tungrat necklaces and rare compass piece. Tunko drops the Tungrat necklace and the black shards. Kalkish drops black shards, and Elton drops Tungrat necklaces and the rarest compass piece of them all. I like running exquisite con meals, as they are easy to use and give me plenty of buffs to pull a good amount of trash loot. You need a villa invitation in order to get the body enhancement villa. This villa will greatly support you throughout your grind. Need an alchemy stone for all of his buffs. The best thing about the alchemy stone for me is the attack speed and additional AP from Vel, obviously. The new frenzy draughts are amazing. These draughts make me the same amount of trash as the giant draughts, if not a tiny bit more trash per hour. And they make it super easy to sustain due to the HP regeneration on this draught. I always buy the 1.5 mil filler, as I can buy a new one if I want to keep on grinding. This way I'm not bound to grinding for 3 hours. I've cut the skill rotation up in a few steps, so it's easy for you guys to follow. Let's start with step 1. I have my Vel's Heart active during all of these clips for the attack speed. Step 1 is the easiest of the skill rotation, as it's all awakening skills. We use Seamless for the 10 AP buff and Murderous Intent for the monster AP buff. We follow this up with Katana Shower, which lowers the defense of the mobs, into Serpent Ascension, which is a 10% crit buff, with a lot of damage on the skill obviously. It's going to get fast and tricky now, so pay attention. We are using Blade Spin into Stomp, Clone and Brace, but between the Blade Spin and Stomp cancel, you can fit a Malice for the attack speed add-on and the extra damage. I use Brace after Clone to instantly be able to go into the next step of the rotation. When you come out of Brace, you can immediately go into a Shadow Slash, followed up by hard aiming into Fatal Blow and its flow. This isn't very hard, you just have to make sure to hit all the blows. From Fatal Flow you can directly go into Ankle Cutter, which will lower the DP of the mobs, followed by Chasm Slash into Foxclaw. After Foxclaw you Flow Sweep into Illusion of Restraint, which will be the end of the combo. I will be showing you guys the full rotation now, like in normal speed and in slow motion. And you can pause it whenever you want, or like go back. This is how it should look like. Let's get into some useful things to know about the side rotation, as well as name the packs so you guys know what I mean if I do reference those packs later throughout the guide. Side rotation, also called back rotation, has 15 Kalkishes, 5 Vodkins, 3 Eltons and 3 Tankos. Side rotation is capped at around 3.2k trash an hour with loot scroll as you'll be hitting respawns. If you're constantly clearing on cooldown, you might want to consider going for main rotation as you will be making more trash an hour there if your gear allows it. Let's go over how to pull. This is general information which does not only apply to Hystria but can be taken to other endgame spots as well. You want to pull your pack as fast as possible so you don't waste any time, because time loss is trash loss. In order to pull mobs you need to hit them preferably with range abilities, which saves you time walking. A pull is a good pull when your mobs are stacked up nice and tight together. If your mobs are stacked up nice and tight together you will spend less time killing them. You want to do damage whilst your pull is grouping up together. Make sure to not CC them though, as this slows down your pull. So to summarize all that I've just said, time is money and we want to make money. What mobs can we CC in Hystria? There's 2 mobs we can CC in Hystria. We can CC Vodkins and Kalkishes with the following CCs. Stuns, Stiffnesses, Knockdowns, not with bounce though, and Knockbacks. You cannot CC Eltons, Baltons, even though some classes can, like DKs, Demols, Burmals, Tankos and Tutukas. Let's get into all the pulls and some examples of what a good pull and a bad pull should look like. See you guys there. I am using Beheading to pull the first set of mobs on the left. The Demel and Burmals need to be hit in order to get up fast. As you've seen, I've missed my Beheading on one of the Demels, causing him not to group up. This means he will die without the rest of the pack, creating a bad and slow pull. Mobs can get stuck in the wall due to the collision between mobs and grouping them. It does not happen a lot, but if it does, it's usually in pack 1. To get the mob out of the wall, you will have to let the mob sit there and continue with the next pull. The mob will lose aggro at you and then position himself in his spawn point again for the next pull. I pull pack 1 by using Beheading and Shadow Stomp. I use Beheading as it covers the whole left side of the pool and it gives you 30% crit as well as 20 defense. I then use Stomp to go through the final part of the pool to get my attack speed started. You want to use your 100% consume, also called Z buff, on the first pull. If you happen to get CC during any of your skill rotations, just continue where you left off. This can happen and it's no problem. After you're finished with pool 1, you want to stay as close to the left side as possible, so you don't aggro the right side if they have respawned already. I use beheading to pull all the demals and burmals and get my buffs up during this as well. I use black moonlight to pull the small packs as it covers the whole pack and doesn't require me to get in the face. I then stomp through the packs for my attack speed buff and get into the grouper spot. You want to use your E buff on the second pull. I ninja step into the back of the Elton and use beheading there as it hits all the mobs except for the burmals and demals, which I then hit with malice as I have clear shot on them and it gets my attack speed up. Using malice on the burmals and demals allows me to stay in the spot, which means I spend less time grouping mobs up myself and I can spend more time killing them. I use ghost greeting on the first demo as the rest of the mobs in this pack aggro themselves. I then use beheading exactly in the spot where I'm standing to hit all 3 of the burmals and demals. You have to stand in the spot I'm standing, otherwise you won't hit them due to the terrain. I shadow slash once past the Kalkis, which gives me a clear shot with malice on the last burmal. You can either ninja step back to the group point, or you can shadow stomp for the attack speed buff. I use ghost reading on the first burmal and save malice for the demo as he's further away. I then shadow slash to cover distance and to aggro the mobs further away. Don't forget to aggro the last demo with Shuriken Throw as he needs to be hit in order to immediately stand up. Then return back to where Kalkis was standing and start your skill rotation. I start with beheading as it covers all of the mobs in the first pack. Then I ninja step through the pack towards the last pack and either throw a malice if the Tutuka is standing in the middle, or I black moonlight the pack if there's no Tutuka in the middle. You then stand somewhere in the middle where the packs should come together and you burst them down. Use beheading exactly where I'm standing to aggro everything on the left side with one skill. Then go through the Kalkis and stand exactly next to the crack on the wall, under the tower. Then use black moonlight to hit both the burmal and demal without aggroing the Baltan. Go back into the first pack he pulled and start your rotation. The burmal and demal will come back towards you. I would like to thank a few people that have helped me with this guide. Tobias and Yamie for being there to give me opinions and comments on the guide that have further improved my guide. Kimo and Bigandshiny for answering a few of my questions and taking the time of the day to do so. And Yelo for being an inspiration to start learning Hystria the proper way. I have links to their social media in the description if you'd like to check them out. I am going to upload more Hystria content in the future, including full hours, etc. I have chosen not to include those into the guide as it would simply be too long for a guide. You can find me live at twitch.tv/BDOSense, where I will be either doing Hystria or PvP. I want to thank you guys for watching and hope that you guys have learned something in the process. Good luck with your drops and take care.